Imagine living alone, but hearing whispers from inside your walls at night. This is the true story of a woman who discovered she was never alone. Sarah had always felt safe in her cozy little apartment, but lately, things had been off. Items would move when she wasn't looking. Doors she closed were slightly open, and at night, she heard sounds, scratching, breathing, coming from inside the vents. One night, while brushing her teeth, she noticed something strange. The vent above her mirror. It was open slightly. Had it always been like that? She reached up to close it, but as she did, she swore she heard a whisper. Faint, raspy, almost a breath, coming from the darkness inside. It was 3:14 a.m. when Sarah woke up suddenly, her breath heavy, heart racing. Something had disturbed her sleep. She turned her head slightly, and that's when she saw it. A shape in the corner of the room. At first, it was nothing but a shadow, but then it moved. The metal vent cover on the wall began to slide open, slowly, carefully, until a hand emerged. Sarah's blood ran cold. She couldn't move, couldn't breathe. The thing in the vent was watching her. And then it spoke. A whisper so soft, so close.
I see you.
She didn't think. She just ran. She sprinted out of the room, fumbling with the door handle, as she heard the thump, thump, thump of something crawling back into the vent. When the police arrived minutes later, they searched the apartment. But there was no sign of forced entry. The windows were locked. The front door was still bolted. But then, one officer noticed something disturbing. There were fingerprints, small, dirty smudges, on the inside of the vent cover. Someone had been crawling inside. They removed the vent cover and shined a light inside. At first they saw nothing but dust, but then they noticed something further back in the crawl space. A pile of blankets, empty food wrappers, and a notebook. The notebook was filled with frantic scribbles, page after page of Sarah's name. But the worst part, in the margins, a chilling sentence repeated over and over.
She doesn't know I watch her sleep.
The police pulled a man out of the vent that night. He was thin, wild-eyed, and covered in dust. He'd been living inside her walls for months, slipping out at night while she slept. Sarah never returned to that apartment, but one question still haunts her. What if she had never woken up that night? How many times had he stood over her in the dark, just watching? If you're watching this at night, check your vents. And if you want more terrifying true stories, hit that subscribe button. Sweet dreams.